My name is Lisa. I work and also take on the duties of a housewife. I don't have any children, and I live with my husband, Noah, and my mother-in-law. On this day.
Man, I'm glad to see that Dad seemed well.
Yes, he looked like he was having a great time talking, didn't he?
Yeah, I had fun too. It was good to see his face. Lisa, thanks for joining me for lunch.
No problem. I really love your dad, so I was happy to have a meal with him.
Thank you. I'm glad to hear that.
I wish we could have invited him over to our place, though.
Yeah, that would have been ideal. But it's a bit tricky, isn't it?
It sure is. Noah's parents divorced when Noah was in elementary school. His father is a very kind and wonderful person, and Noah still kept in touch with him like this. The reason for his parents' divorce was, of course, due to the behavior of his mother-in-law.
Lisa, how dare you lie to me saying you finished cleaning? Look, there's still so much dust here. Do it over.
Yes, I understand.
If you really understood, it wouldn't have come to this. Just because you're working doesn't mean you can neglect your household duties.
Yes, I'm sorry.
What's with that half-hearted reply? Do you truly understand? Honestly, I wish you'd put yourself in my shoes, having to point out every little thing. I feel like charging you for all the guidance I give.
That's my mother-in-law for you, extremely greedy and mean-spirited. It's more than understandable why Noah's father divorced her. In fact, it's a wonder they ever got married in the first place. When Noah and I announced our marriage, she caused a fuss, insisting that we wouldn't be allowed to marry unless we lived with her. As usual, she was being annoying that day, so I was trying to ignore her when.
Hey Mom, don't complain when you don't do any household chores yourself. You're always acting like this, and I wish you'd just stop it.
What's your problem? This is perfectly normal, isn't it? I'm not doing anything wrong.
After making such snide remarks, how can you say it's normal?
Thank you, Noah, but I'm fine. In situations like this, Noah would always protect me from mother-in-law's antics. While the harassment from mother-in-law was all minor stuff, I could still bear it. One day, we got a call from mother saying that father was hospitalized. I wanted to visit him as often as I could and decided to discuss this with Noah and mother-in-law. It seems father has been hospitalized, so I was thinking of visiting him today. And from now on, I want to visit him as much as possible on my days off.
I see. That's concerning. Visit him as much as you can. I'll go with you whenever I'm free.
Thank you, Noah.
Wait a minute. That's obviously not going to work. If you're not here, I can't use the car and I can't go out. You don't need to go visit him in person. An email or a phone call should be sufficient.
What? Are you kidding me? Visiting someone in the hospital is way more important than your inconvenience. Besides, you can still go out without the car.
Why should I have to ride the train? It's such a hassle.
Oh, this is hopeless. Lisa, go ahead and visit him. I'll hold Mother back.
Wait, Noah. Let go of me. Lisa, don't you dare go visit him on your own.
Sorry, and thank you, Noah. I apologize, mother-in-law. I'll be going now. Mother-in-law opposed my going to visit just because she found using the train a hassle. Noah defended me, and that day he managed to keep mother-in-law at bay so I could go. However, I doubted that a loudmouth like mother-in-law would stay quiet. So, I came up with a plan. A week later.
Where on earth did Lisa go? She's truly an incompetent daughter-in-law, moving me around like this.
Hello? Father? Why the sudden call?
Ho? That's Lisa's voice. She's talking to father-in-law.
What happened? Why do you sound so sad?
Sad. Did something happen? Isn't he still hospitalized?
What? Only 2 weeks left to live. This can't be true. I can't believe it. Really?
What? Only 2 weeks left.
I see. There's no doubt then.
For real. He's quite wealthy, so the inheritance will be substantial.
Father, don't be so sad. It's making me sad too.
Lucky me. With that old man's inheritance, I can live lavishly. Woo, jackpot.
Even though we have limited time left, let's make the most of it. Until the very last moment, let's smile, so we can say our goodbyes with a smile.
This is a sure thing. All right then, it's time to act.
When I finished my call, a beaming mother-in-law was waiting for me in the living room. For some reason, she was in an exceptionally good mood and even encouraged me to visit father or return to my parents' home. Seeing this as a good opportunity to take a break from mother-in-law, I decided to go back to my parents' home for about a month. However, a week later, I received a call from a certain individual, which prompted me to execute a particular plan. Fast forward 1 month.
I'm back. The trip was so fun. Wait, what's this? No TV, no radio, no furniture, no appliances, nothing at all.
Oh, welcome back, mother-in-law. I see you've returned.
Hold on, Lisa. Everything's gone except for my belongings. I hate this house. What's going on?
You must have realized by now, there's no phone, and I've already canceled the gas. Obviously, that means we've moved out. All our belongings have already been transferred to our new home, that's why it's empty here. If you just take a moment to think, oh my, you're always in such a rush, aren't you?
What do you mean? I wasn't informed of this.
Well, we haven't told you yet, so it's only natural. We just needed to get away because of the debt collectors.
What? Get collectors? What are you talking about?
Playing dumb won't help. I'm fully aware of all the debts you've taken on this past month.
How? How do you know about that? Anyway, it doesn't matter. I'll soon come into a lot of money. A debt I plan to repay doesn't count as a real debt.
If you say so, then use that big money of yours and move out as soon as you can. We're terminating this contract next week. Anything left here will be discarded.
Noah, what do you mean by terminating?
It's simple. We moved, so we're canceling our lease here, right? I've already told the landlord to call the police if you try to stay here. Gosh, you've been so flustered since earlier. Calm down a bit.
This is outrageous. Even though I said I'm still living here, how can you cancel the contract on your own? If you do this, where am I supposed to live?
That's what we're saying. You claim you're about to get a lot of money, right? Use that to move. You keep saying it's big money, so this shouldn't be a problem, right?
Returning from her trip to find the home suddenly vacated, mother-in-law was enraged. When Noah told her to sort things out with the significant money she claimed to be getting.
Yes, indeed, I am getting money. A substantial amount at that. By my estimation, even after paying off the debts, there would be plenty left over. But for that to happen, Lisa has to be present.
Why do I need to be present? What do you mean?
Don't play innocent. You're expecting a large sum of money soon, aren't you?
No. I have no such expectations of coming into a lot of money.
Ugh, don't lie. I know all about the inheritance you're going to get from your father.
Whose inheritance are we talking about?
Mr. Father, why are you here? Oh, given your limited time left, you've come home for home-based care. Oh dear, I apologize. I was just surprised. Oh ho 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 ho.
I have a limited time left, you say. Yes, I was hospitalized, but I was supposed to have made a full recovery and been discharged. Are you saying I'm about to die soon?
What? Full recovery? What are you talking about? You told me over the phone that you only had 2 weeks left, and saying to enjoy your final moments and making such a sad resolution.
That was about a game, Pocket Dog Go. Haven't you heard of it? Father was playing a dog-raising game during his hospital stay.
Yes, since it was a game Lisa and I could play together, we played it in lieu of her visiting. I was so close to collecting all the dog breeds, but then they suddenly stopped updating the game.
Ought to be that invested and have it end abruptly. That's unfortunate.
Upon realizing that the news of only having 2 weeks to live she had heard was actually about a game, mother-in-law was profoundly shocked and began to panic.
What? A game? So that means there's no inheritance coming.
Of course not. As you can see, father is perfectly healthy.
You've got to be joking. On the phone that time, you sounded so sad. Hearing your voice made me so hot. I mean, it really tugged at my hot strings. There's no way you could sound like that over just some game ending.
Please don't belittle it by saying just some game. Pocket Dog Go is an epic game. You pick up and raise abandoned, pitiful puppies. It's a grand tale full of laughter and tears. And you know, I used to have a dog back at my parents' home, a miniature dachshund. I was raising the same breed with great care in the game. So losing the game was truly heartbreaking.
Ah, that pup was so affectionate. Looked just like the one in the game. I remember the game puppy I picked up on a cold winter's day. If you put a kotatsu, heated table, down, it would crawl under it right away. It was the spitting image of our dog. I just wanted to be with it till the very end.
Father-in-law, I deeply understand your feelings.
What's with this level of attachment? Fine, I get it's about a game. More importantly, what am I going to do? I borrowed a lot, thinking I could pay it back immediately, and I've almost spent it all. What am I supposed to do now?
So you find out that father-in-law has 2 weeks to live, and your main concern is about money? Instead of being concerned, you counted on his inheritance and went on a spree. You're the worst kind of person. I don't have a shred of willingness to help someone like you.
Wait, there's a deeper reason to all of this. Deeper than the deepest ocean, taller than the tallest mountain.
What the hell are you blabbering about? I know you tried to borrow money from father-in-law too. How could you approach even the man you divorced for money for your own frivolous spending? That's beyond comprehension.
Ack. He's stingy, so stingy. He had the audacity to turn down my request. After all this time since we last met, can you believe the nerve, refusing when I graciously approached him?
Of course, father would refuse. Enough is enough. I've reached my limit. I've always been worried about what reckless thing you might do next since you're on your own. That's why we reluctantly live together, but I can't handle your antics anymore. You're way too unreasonable. I'm cutting ties with you here and now.
Mother-in-law, who always prioritized money and herself over my family. Seeing such behavior, Noah declared that he wanted to cut ties, leaving mother-in-law visibly shaken.
Wait, Noah, let's calm down for a moment.
I am calm. In fact, the more I think about it calmly, the more I believe it's best to cut ties with you. Actually, I must have been out of my mind not to have done this sooner.
Wait, just hold on a minute. Lisa, please help me. Noah is being so unreasonable. If you can talk some sense into him, I'm sure everything will work out. So please,
No matter how much you beg, my answer is a firm no. Counting on father's inheritance and even incurring debt for it? I can't believe it. It's despicable. I don't want anything to do with you ever again.
Well then, you're in for a hell of debt repayment. I won't sugarcoat it. You better sell everything you bought.
I can't do that. All of these are my precious treasures. I can't bear to sell them. Besides, not all of it was spent on tangible things. Some was on experiences like travel. So please, don't be so cruel. Help me out.
There's nothing left for me to say to you. Goodbye, and take care.
If you can't bear to sell, then drown in debt with your treasures.
Lucky you, your next destination is hell. And don't you dare come back.
No.
Thus, we left the dejected mother-in-law behind. Mother-in-law racked her brain on how to handle the debt, but no brilliant ideas came to her. For some reason, she chose to squat in her old residence and was arrested for illegal occupancy, leading to actual imprisonment. It seemed she thought being arrested would keep her away from her debtors. But after serving her sentence, debt collectors were waiting for her, and she was whisked away to the countryside. There, she met others who couldn't repay their debts. In a squalid environment filled with unpleasant odors, mother-in-law and these individuals worked tirelessly to repay their debts. As for my husband and me,
Man, living in a new house is just the best.
it sure is, especially since it's freshly renovated. It feels so good living here.
I remember this place allows pets. I've been thinking about getting a dog.
Oh, that's a lovely idea, but I'm not sure if I want that.
Oh, why? It was a nice suggestion, right?
Well, having a pet is joyful, but I can't stop thinking about the eventual.
You've experienced the pain of losing a pet before. I can't push you then.
But I do have good news for you.
What is it?
I bought a game where you can raise pets.
Wow. Wait, did you buy the whole gaming console?
Yep, it's a super popular game right now. And get this, it responds when we talk to it.
That's amazing. Games have come a long way.
And as the pet grows attached, it starts performing tricks.
Sounds fun. What can you raise?
Fish.
What
A talking fish. It can converse and do tricks.
is that? Is that a trend now? Sounds kind of creepy.
Apparently, people get hooked. Some play it all night long.
I don't think I want to see you lit up by a screen in a dark room.
I'm not planning to play in the dark. Come on, let's try it together.
I'm starting to feel like I'm okay without a pet.
That's a shame. Maybe I'll play alone then.
Lisa's delving into something terrifying.
Noah, quiet for a bit.
Isn't that a bit harsh?
I was telling the game fish.
You've already started.
This little one has been chattering nonstop, such a chatterbox.
It looks like a cute fish, but what is it saying?
In week, voyoke.
Oh no, Lisa's lost it.
I'm not crazy, that's what it's saying. It hasn't learned many words yet, so we need to teach it. Since moving to our new home, my husband and I have been living peacefully. Given my previous experience with pets, Noah suggested getting one, but I had no intention of owning another one, so I declined. Instead, I bought a hugely popular pet simulation game. I intended for Noah and I to play together, but he wasn't too enthusiastic. Even though I've become engrossed in it, the look in Noah's eyes suggests he's a little concerned. Apparently, my increased playtime and the occasional mumbling are his concerns. But spending time with and talking to my virtual pet is just a regular thing, right? And so, the two of us and our digital companion continued our blissful and peaceful life together. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to hit the like button and consider subscribing to my channel for more great content. Just click on the subscribe button below, and don't forget to ring the notification bell so you'll be the first to know when I upload a new video. See you in the next one.